are listening to the Pinax Report.
Pinax Report. Pinax Report.
The Pinax Report.
Pinax Report.
Pinax Report.
Live only on.
So as you all know, it's Christmas and every part of the world is having various kind of events. And one event perhaps that has caught the attention of a lot of people around the globe is this particular performance we're about to talk about. Now, this performance from Ghanaian artist Black Sherif is of a huge exception because he was able to do the unthinkable. I mean, he was able to pack a crowded place or an event ground in Nigeria, something that was attributed to only perhaps Grammy award-winning BurnaBoy. I have with me here at the studios or in the studios my colleague Issy. How are you doing?
I'm alright.
So we are watching this video in real time. Black Sherif, he did the unthinkable and something that has not been done in Nigeria for quite a long time. I know that Davido pack shows, BurnaBoy pack shows and stuff, but for a Ghanaian artist to go to Nigeria and have a seemingly huge crowd is something else. This video is coming. What are the details and what do you have about this particular video which is trending on social media?
Okay, like you said, Black Sherif was in Nigeria, Lagos to be precise, and then he had to perform, and then the crowd was massive. You know, the funny thing, and then the whole thing that makes it interesting was the fact that these people were singing word for word his Kweku the Traveler track, and you could see the vibe and the energy and the masses. I mean, he was able to pull. Everyone is talking about it. And then when you go out there, what people are saying is that Black Sherif has broken the record of BurnaBoy.
Yeah.
Yes, and some of the Nigerian artists. Because it's been a while, I mean, a young artist coming up. I mean, he hasn't been in the system for long.
Okay.
But he's able to pull such a crowd. And then get Nigerians to sing, I mean, his song word for word. And then, you know, it wasn't like they were making mistakes with the tree in the lyrics or what. They were singing everything. Yes, word for word, correctly. I know what everyone is saying is that the guy is going to go far.
Okay.
And then the way he's breaking boundaries and then he's trying to, I mean, compete with some of these
Nigerian
big artists.
Yeah.
I mean, they need to stand well, else
But there's another score of the argument that perhaps it was because this was someone else's show and Black Sherif was built to perform as a guest artist. So we shouldn't attribute too much the people or the crowd to Black Sherif's success. It was somebody's show. He was just built to perform, a guest. But so people are saying we shouldn't attribute too much success to Black Sherif. This particular video we are watching. Do you think so they have a case? Or?
Okay, so what they are saying, they have a point. But the main reason why Black Sherif is trending because of this is the fact that people, I mean, when you see the zeal, the enthusiasm, I mean, the energy and the vibe when this guy was performing, comparing it to some of the Nigerian artists that performed during the night, it was a different time.
It was a different thing.
And it was a different level.
And I think what you are seeing, because there's the video is playing background to low vocal or low volume, so people can hear what is happening at the background. Now, what you are saying is true because I realize in this particular video, people were singing word for word.
Exactly.
So
you can hear, my name is Kweku the Traveler, and they were saying it like word for word. You know, even when he keeps quiet, you hear these people singing.
It reminds me so much of when Stonebwoy and Shatta Wale during the days that they were at Men's Good or Xylophone, they were signed to Xylophone Media, that they went to Nigeria to perform. The video which came, I realized that the crowd was there, but people were not shouting at or perhaps singing along or jamming towards Shatta Wale's track and Stonebwoy's track. So that during that time, I'm giving you a record of what happened some years ago when both Shatta and Stonebwoy were signed onto the same record label, Xylophone, who took them to Nigeria to perform. Yeah. You realize that even though the crowd was there, they had a good stage, they had a good program, but then the crowd was not singing along. Exactly. They were not into the thing. So if you are saying the crowd is not Black Sherif's doing and blah blah blah, we understand you. But we've had successive crowds with Ghanaian artists in Nigeria. They've not been able to control the crowd. They've not been able to wow the crowd. But Black Sherif is doing that, and he's
Exactly.
not jumping around up and down.
No,
like,
no. I mean, he was
dance hopping.
relaxed. You can see him in the video.
I'm joking. He
I
has a
mean,
dance
he's
hopping
relaxed, and then he's trying
You know
to
that
get the
there's
people
one
flow
guy
with
in
him.
Ghana whose name is Kwame Yuji. He can jump from like 2-story buildings when he's performing.
I'm not here.
Kweku the traveler didn't jump. He was
No, he
just
didn't
relaxed.
jump. Like, you can see these people, I mean, singing, and the energy, the vibe, and everything was different. And you know how they were jamming to the song. You could see that these are real fans of Black Sherif, that they follow his song. Because if you don't follow the trend of the person, so I'm not sure you'll be able to sing the song like word for word. And then, you know, Black Sherif's song had the combination of the English dialect and then the local dialect.
dialects.
And then they were able to sing everything, because we know the Nigerians, they find it difficult pronouncing certain words.
Yeah.
I said you get it.
Odoyewu.
That's what, yes, that's
Odoyewu.
one familiar local word they are very good at. But the rest, but these people were singing and they were jamming. I mean, they were
Odoyewu
relaxed,
and
but you could see
Wachi.
that they were enjoying
Yeah.
what was going on. So that's what is making Black Sherif trend.
Is
And
it
you know,
safe?
he's young.
Okay.
He hasn't been in the industry for long.
For
I
long.
mean, he's just growing.
But there are
his
scores of
talent.
people who are saying that we've seen it before, because we were in this country, Ghana, and we saw a kid from the block. His name was this guy Busum Pionk. We've seen Ghana Tupac. We've seen AY Poyo. So people are saying that, see, we've seen huge people come and go. They don't last the test of time. So Black Sherif soul might be a flame in the passing. Do you think that all these things is just a matter of time to fade away? His songs will be a thing of the past, or he's here to stay?
You know, we have this mindset of comparing people to, I mean, previous people that have come
Yeah.
in the industry.
Yeah.
But I think that sometimes comparing or criticizing is good.
Yeah.
It puts whoever you are trying to criticize on his or her toes,
Okay.
for the person to know that, hey, I need to watch my back.
All right.
So coming from these people talking about Black Sherif comparing to AY Poyo, Busum Piyong and all, it's a 50-50 thing. If he plays his cards well and then he, I mean, listens to advice and all, I'm sure he will go far, because the guy has a brilliant talent. And then he has something good embedded in him. But then if he doesn't listen and then he tries to be all over the place, I mean, try to feel bossy, because right now people are trying to compare him to Sarkodie, people are trying to compare him to BurnaBoy, people are trying to compare him to Davido and the others, so he wants to rub shoulders. I mean, you wouldn't go far. It's humility that takes people far. So if he's able to humble himself and then learn from his predecessors, as well as, I mean, take some coachings and all, and take his career serious, he might go far and not be like the others. Yeah, but if he doesn't listen to that one, is lost.
Someone posted a comment on social media that Shatawale should look at this and learn. Let's take the sarcasm out of it. Do you think that comment had perhaps a little iota of truth?
Cha0s should do it.
Someone posted a comment on social media.
Okay.
Shatawale should watch this particular video, the one which is being played on the screen. Black Sherif, I mean, his performance in Nigeria, and he should learn from it. Okay, now let's take the sarcasm out and let's look at the statement in a whole. Do you think that statement perhaps contains some iota of truth? That perhaps the old artists or the veteran artists like Shatawale, the dominant ones in Ghana, Shatawale, Stonebwoy, Sarkodie, they should look at what Black Sherif is doing.
What is it doing?
Align their thoughts and then their goals war. Because always we are saying that there's a particular phrase in Ghana here that goes, Nigerians don't support their own, but Nigerians don't support Ghanaians. Nigerians are always into themselves, promoting themselves alone. But Black Sherif is breaking that boundary. So do you think that statement which came on social media, someone posted on Twitter, that Ghanaians should learn, or Shatawale should learn from Black Sherif?
What is there to learn from Black Sherif?
I mean, Shatawale cannot pull this guy. He announced some time ago he was going to tour Nigeria, and he looked at the crowd and he didn't bother. He's always in his he's always in a confined zone. He's always in a zone that he feels cool, you know, in his usual zone. But going outside the zone from Ghana to Nigeria, he's not really done that successful.
You know, when it comes to music, I believe that you can't force people to follow your trend. You can do your best. I mean, Sarkodie,
but
Stonebwoy.
there's this song that, sorry to break, there's this song that Shatawale did, and people are saying it's more like a rendition of Last, and that song is one of Shatawale's biggest songs this year.
Yeah, I've heard that too.
You know, and
I've
you
heard
see
that too.
when he studied the formula of Burna Boy. He applied it a little bit. It kicked fire. So perhaps if you follow the trend, you study it well. If you learn from them, he could join them instead of you being perhaps alienated from them.
Yeah, that is true. But I'm not seeing anything extraordinary that Black Sherif is doing here.
Really?
Though the guy is trying.
You think it's just grace?
Though the guy is trying, he's forcing. I mean, you can bear with me if you're going to be honest. What is the extraordinary thing Black Sherif has done that Cha0s hasn't been able to do? Sorry. You know, it's grace. Let me just say it that way, because we have people come up, and then we have other countries that Cha0s can penetrate and get. People
so why is it not
jumping at him.
Why is Stonebwoy has done his
Stonebwoy has been in Nigeria. He has gone in Nigeria for
but I think Stonebwoy's own is not really kicking.
It wasn't massive.
He's tried. I mean, he's done a whole lot of collaboration. Busy Signal. One of the artists again who's done a lot of collaborations though is Stonebwoy. He has a collaboration with Davido, Busy Signal, Sean Paul, Kerry Hilson, huge people. But still, he's not able to break or penetrate into that realm for us to tag him or put him on the same pedestal as Wizkid. We will give you guys more updates about this issue later. Thank you so much for watching.
You are listening to the Pinax Report.
Pinax Report. Pinax Report.
The Pinax Report.
Pinax Report.
Pinax Report.
Live only on Pinax.